Yeah, they say your love language is what you didn't receive as a kid.
Yeah.
Wait, that actually makes so much sense.
Just
No, because my love language is physical touch and words of affirmation.
Damn, that's typical Asian child.
you need to tell your mom,
So-
like, I need some hugs in the morning.
I haven't gone and hugged and gone to that.
So I thought I was gonna die. When I heard that siren,
He thought it was game over. Oh, I never knew this.
Yeah.
That's how we survived for thousands and thousands of years.
exactly.
So cavemen are real?
What do you I'm done. Okay.
Maybe. What's up, guys? Welcome to our podcast. This is the very first episode. You'll probably join us for the very first time. So we are in the fields. My name is Henry, and I'm joined with...
Jesse.
Ken.
Margaret.
Jasmine.
That's the team. And if you're in the future and you're scrolling all the way down to find the first episode, welcome.
Welcome to the club.
Today, what are we talking about? We're talking about overcoming our biggest fears. So, do you guys have any fears, irrational fears, random stuff?
Heights.
Heights?
Oh, actually.
Wow. Same.
Actually?
You know, it's actually not the fear of heights. It's the fear of
Death.
falling.
Right? Oh, I thought it was fear there.
It's the fear of falling from
Falling
heights.
and death.
No, actually, I when I was little, I had a very big fear of heights. I overcame that, but then recent years, I for some reason came back. So
Yo, wait, why does it sound like a fucking job interview? It's like, what was your challenge and how did you overcome this challenge?
I don't know what happened. No, I'm fine with it, but it's like extreme heights. I'm like,
So you didn't overcome it?
Wait, what is it about it? Is it can you skydive? Is that making...
no, that's the thing. So tree adventures.
Yeah.
So that's fine.
Wouldn't
But,
know high rope
but
adventures.
skydiving and shit and bungee jumping, I'm kind of so irky about it.
With
So it's-
bungee jumping,
So it's the fear of falling then, not the fear of, actual
Yeah.
heights.
Yeah.
I feel like I could skydive.
Yeah, me too. I feel like I skydive or
yeah,
bungee
yeah.
I think
jump, but...
skydiving is less scary than
Bungee jumping.
tree adventures.
Well, what if we get
Because you can see the bottom, bro.
bungee jumping is you're jumping voluntarily.
But also because
straight
skydiving,
forward.
you're strapped to a person.
Yeah, so it's not scary.
Yeah.
But what
Yeah.
if they mess up and then you go splat?
No.
That's
I would
Except
skydive.
your
I would
fate.
skydive,
You
but
skydive?
it's just the build up to when you fly up,
Yeah.
I would be shitting myself.
Yeah.
good
Okay.
for
Yeah,
me.
I think I
That's
would be
true.
scared.
Same.
yeah.
I'll be
Yeah, but right
Like-
before, but not on the
Oh,
ground.
wait, this is the first
Not on the
topic.
No.
I think skydiving for me and bungee jumping, roller coasters, that's one thing. But looking over the edge of a building or a bridge, that's what makes me get the tingles. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's like someone could just push you and then...
Yeah.
Should
When I'm on a train platform, I'm always standing far back.
Same! Because it's so scary.
It's when I look over the edge or something, it's kind of exhilarating for me. I
She's
get
a
a little bit of
psychopath.
an adrenaline
You
type
get
of
the
thing.
What do you think about the what if?
No, I don't think about the what if.
Yeah, don't think about
Yeah,
that.
I actually don't.
Oh,
I actually
really?
enjoy the view. Because obviously you'd be high up, right? Yeah. But obviously it's either fear or it's
Are you
adrenaline.
adrenaline junkie, would you say?
To an extent, but I feel like not really. I haven't had the opportunity to try it
Shouldn't
out.
we be talking more about who we are?
Who cares?
More than
We're nobodies.
fucking
I'm a nobody.
bungee jumping. This is also isn't
They'll get to know us through the
it's not even
listeners.
our first episode. Our first episode got scrapped because of
That,
Mark.
that was episode 0. This is
Episode 0.
episode 1.
So second and 10. We actually upgraded our mics too.
That's,
No,
yes, sir.
those.
Anyway, do any of you guys have trypophobia?
Yes.
Oh, she
that the one
does.
with
yes.
Is that
I
all the
remember.
holes?
Ever
Yeah.
since she was a kid.
Yes, I do. I do.
I actually don't.
I don't know if I do.
I don't think
So if you look at a picture of a lot of
But I think
holes,
that just looks gross. I don't necessarily think a lot of holes is
yeah, it doesn't make me
Scary.
scared, but it gives me goosebumps.
Really?
Yeah, I get the little shiver when I see a picture
that's
of
a phobia.
maybe it could
I'm
be a
actually fine
phobia.
with it.
What about you guys? Fear of heights? Is that it?
I don't have fear of heights.
What do you have a fear of?
I've heard death.
Oh, I was actually gonna say that.
Ooh.
When I was younger, I legit had. I would say I had a phobia of death. Like almost every night, I would think about holy shit, death is so scary, and just I would be so sad over it, and I would be dreading it.
For me, it's more every time you go out of your house, including driving, sitting on a bus, or stuff like that, something can happen and your life is just gone.
That makes life more precious, doesn't it?
Exactly, but
Yes.
it's just like you never know what's gonna happen next, you know. And you see all these news articles of like people in car crashes and shit, and you never know when that's gonna be you. Especially because you could be driving really, really safe, but all it takes is just one idiot.
Exactly.
All it takes is one idiot to hit you, and they might live, and you could just die.
I saw a quote. You enter the world naked, you exit the world naked. Everything in between is just a gift.
True.
Damn.
Wow. Well
Is that a
said.
Christian thing?
No?
That's a bar. That's a bar.
That's a bar.
Damn.
On that topic, I saw this one quote. I believe it was from Charles Oliveira, UFC fighter.
Ah, yes.
Okay.
He was talking about how when he was younger, he had a friend, like who was a child who died of cancer, and he was very sad at the thought that why does he have to go? And then one day he had a revelation where he thought, God didn't take him away because he was bad. He only takes the best so that they can go be with him. I thought that was a very beautiful way of thinking about it.
I mean, it definitely is a much better life in heaven than on earth. So, yeah for sure.
Yeah, but that's kind of a morbid way of not morbid, but like a grateful way of thinking about passing.
Definitely.
Because
Yeah, I don't have a fear of death.
I don't think me too.
Yeah.
Me too.
Yeah.
I have a fear of being a failure.
Academically
That's like
or
all of us, I feel like.
Just
Maybe
being a
it's
bad-
more for
the men.
the men. Yeah.
being a bad father, being a bad husband,
Sure,
being a bad
sure.
man.
Bad son.
Disappointing.
Bad, yeah,
like
being a disappointment.
family is probably one of my biggest fears as well.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's true.
Are you guys taking active steps to help mitigate that?
I think so. I think
By being successful.
not.
Character-wise and all of that as well?
Yeah.
I don't know. I guess it depends on what you define as like being successful yourself.
Because, like, if you are so scared of being a bad father or a bad person, like, then obviously every day you're putting yourself into someone better, right? Or to not become that. So then it's an active thing, right? Otherwise, you're just saying, I don't want to be a bad man, but unfortunately I am.
It's
Right.
hard
Everyone
though.
has the chance to redeem themselves, I believe.
Yeah.
So
It is
it's-
hard. It is hard because I feel like even when you say like taking steps every day, it's like I don't realistically think everyone is conscious about being better like every single fucking day.
Wait, so, like, okay, Henry, when you say, like, you don't want to be a bad father,
Or
for
Henry
example,
said that.
what do you mean by that? What's bad to you?
If, say, when my kid grows up and they tell people that, they didn't like their father growing up, well, their father treated them bad. Even if it was just because of trying to teach them a lesson and, like, giving them things to learn. If at the end of the day, they're like, oh, yeah, my dad was a piece of shit, I'd be like, fuck.
Well, they could
I
just
don't
be
wanna
too
do that.
young and they don't understand
But
what
it's
you're
when they're
trying.
like older, when they're mature enough to understand why I did certain things. You know what I mean? It's like if
But like, if you're trying to teach them all the good stuff and they're like 25 and they still don't see that, that doesn't mean that they're mature in the sense that they understand what you're trying to like teach them.
that means I failed.
That is
That's
true.
subjective,
That
though.
is kind of true though.
Yeah, but I think I have a good idea of how I want my kids to turn out.
I think most people and their personalities stem from their childhood and how they were raised. That includes everything that you do, how you feel, and your personality and your beliefs. It all comes from like your childhood and how your parents raised you.
Yeah, they say your
Yeah.
love language is what you didn't receive as a kid.
Yeah, they do say that.
Oh shit, real.
They do say that.
I don't know
So-
about that actually.
so that's a segue to what is your love
Oh my god!
language?
Wait, that actually makes so much sense.
Oh my
Right?
god. Jesse's just like.
Sorry, I was.
Wait, what is your love language?
Therapy.
No, because
Jesse's getting a therapy session. This isn't a
the
podcast.
goal.
It's actually an intervention. Yeah.
no, because my love language is physical touch and words of affirmation.
Damn, that's too
Damn.
Asian.
Damn, dude.
Asian
You
child.
need to tell your mom,
So-
like, I need some hugs in the morning. That's what you,
I haven't gotten a hug and gone to that one. Anyways.
Oh, that's so sad.
Thank you, bro.
Oh, so.
Brother Kate is just taking a hit.
oh shit. Brother kid. What am I fucking priest?
Like that, you idiot. She always says brother. brother. Like that. Not like brother.
I don't know why I said brother.
That's
Actually,
the thing that my dad also said though. Like, I overheard him one time talking to his friends like, "Oh, my son and I, we're not very close, and we're not very physically close, and that's my fault." Like, I heard him say that.
Really?
And yeah, I heard him say that during like dinner. He was like really drunk, and then I was like, "Oh shit!" But ever since then, I've made an effort to be more interactive with him, and so has he. So now we're like bros now.
Really?
Yeah, like when I come home, I just like yarn to him about like all the shit that went wrong and all the good things.
Do you not feel awkward though sometimes? Like if you never
No.
had that relationship before?
No, because I think he raised me in a way to understand that it's not meant to be awkward, but it was a struggle for us to both express it. So now we're just like learning how to express it.
Dang.
Yeah.
That's cute.
Definitely
Yeah.
takes a lot of courage to mend a broken child-parent relationship.
Yes, I agree. Jesse looks so sad right now. He's like,
Jesse's about to cry,
he's
bro.
like, my mom never hugged me.
Do you guys think like social anxiety counts as like a fear?
No. Wait,
Social anxiety.
don't cancel me.
Speak your mind, brother.
Yes, I'll say yes.
I would say so. It
I'll
depends
say yes.
on how severe it is. Because there's like always like a spectrum, you know? From like very bad to like minor. So
Yeah.
Okay, I've never had a social anxiety. Can you please describe how it happens, why it happens, and yeah.
arrogant.
bold of
yeah.
you to
we
say
get it.
no when you haven't experienced
We're
social
cutting that
anxiety.
Yeah, so bold.
We're cutting that out.
Cancel her.
We're cutting that out. We're
We don't
cutting that
condone
out.
cancel culture. Yeah.
Yeah,
But
no,
yeah,
no.
please explain to me. Social anxiety.
I used to have it when I was younger.
Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
What did it feel like? I'm curious.
It's like
So
when you
tight.
overthink a lot and you think about what other people think of you, and it's
Right.
always like super exaggerated because like you're always thinking like, oh, like this person, like even though they're my friend, what if they hate me? What if they secretly hate my guts
Wow.
and they don't want to hang out with me? Type of stuff. It's pretty
You-
bad. And then like you think about that with everyone, like even people you don't even know. You're like, oh, this person here, they probably think I look stupid. That person there,
Oh.
they probably think I look like an idiot.
I feel this. So
I
hard.
in that case, I think I had a degree of social.
Yeah. It's like, oh, that teacher.
I had a bachelor's in social. All right, cut that out.
Shut
Cut that
up, you're so dry.
out. I'm drunk.
Yo, relax.
But yeah.
No,
Yeah, how would you overcome social anxiety and be more confident?
That's what they all say. But I
Be more
don't know.
confident?
I think I'm still overcoming it. I just have to, I think for me, you just have to learn like not to care. But it's really hard. It's like baby steps. Like one day you just try to think more positively, like, oh, maybe this person doesn't think that, or like, you know?
I think one thing that helped me, by the time I heard this, I was really like not that socially anxious, but I heard this quote, not really a quote, but it like did make a lot of sense. Think about this. When you're out, how much attention do you pay to other people around you? Like people that you don't know? Almost like none, right?
Zero. Yeah.
Exactly. So then like why would people be paying attention to you?
That's like a
Exactly.
huge reason why I don't give a fuck.
Valid.
Yeah, because like you can literally do anything
Yeah.
because everybody else there is NPCs, bro.
But
Like,
don't get me wrong, like there are definitely times where I'm like, oh shit, I look stupid. And
Yeah.
then I remind myself, like, in the last 15 minutes, have I even looked at someone else? And the answer is
Exactly.
no.
it's like when was the last
so
time?
like, why would anyone else look at me?
Right.
Yeah.
Me when I'm drunk.
Yeah.
Exactly. It's like when was the last time you walked on the street and you saw a person, like a random person, and you were like, wow, they look stupid, and you thought about that for like the next 2 days?
You don't.
Never.
No,
You don't,
that's
you
true.
You think about it for like maybe like half a second,
Yeah,
and then you
yeah.
forget
But
about
that's
it.
why I think but that's why I feel like social anxiety is like not that much of a fear. It's more just,
It's more of a battle in your own head.
yeah. I don't know. But I guess that's all fears though, right?
Yeah. Well, some like irrational ones.
It's
I guess.
hard. It's hard.
What's like the scariest moment of your life, if you can remember? Or like a near-death experience? No?
I almost,
Honestly, I feel like I've lived too safely. I don't know what pain is because I've never been like hit before, right? And I've never like experienced anything that's like near death or like frightening or anything
I was crippled
like
like
that.
a month ago.
Bro,
Yeah.
you just fucking couldn't walk. That's not close to death. You were
And,
just
like,
closer to
never
your
broken
bed,
a-
bro.
I was really close to my Wait, why was that a burn? That's true.
I mean,
Why are they laughing? But anyway, I remember one time, because when I was a kid, I did Boy Scouts, and we did a lot of shit that was really dangerous, now that I think about it.
Really?
That like that shit wouldn't fly in 2024. Do you remember last year in the floods? There was the school kids who got lost in the cave and they drowned.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
We
In
literally
the
did that
flood?
shit. Yeah, in the flood. They, Whangarei Boys High School. They like went to a cave and they got stuck during the
Yeah,
Auckland
I remember this,
anniversary
yeah,
floods.
Oh my god.
Because of the floods?
I think
Because of the
cave
floods.
exploring is super fucking dangerous.
I also agree, especially the head first crawling in a small tight space. That's you're calling for death to be
Yeah.
on
Yeah,
your door,
yeah, I
basically.
agree.
Because when I was 11, we went caving during a weekend where it was like raining like crazy. And
Because are you claustrophobic?
no. But it's like,
I am. I for
no,
sure.
I was fine. But it's like, it was raining a lot that weekend. And thinking about it back, we could have died. But there was one time with Boy Scouts that I actually thought I was going to die. And I knew this like fucking beforehand. It's a bit of a crazy story. So when I was 13, we were at this camp down in Palmerston, like near Palmerston North. It was a 10-day camp. There's about 1,000 to 2,000 Boy Scouts from around the country, some from overseas as well. And the campsite was just this one massive field, right? Like a football field type of field, like not like just like flat. And that weekend, well, those 10 days, it was like raining like crazy. Like, do you remember last year, like that massive rain?
flooding, yeah.
It was like that for like half the time. And there was word on the street that one night it was gonna be like crazy bad. Like that was like whatever. But then there was gonna be a night that was crazy bad. And then people were saying that when that happens, everyone has to go to the middle where there was like an auditorium, like gymnasium type of thing, like the size of like a football field, right? And then there was one night, the night it was supposed to happen, like all the leaders, they were like, okay guys, like if this happens, like have your shit packed and ready to go, like be ready to just fucking run when the time comes.
That's fucking crazy.
From what?
From like a thunderstorm,
Run away from a thunderstorm.
to run inside the building because we were out in tents on the field.
Oh yeah,
It was like
yeah.
a 15-minute walk from the middle, right? So we were gonna have to like sprint, and then so I packed all my backpack, like my backpack essentials stuff. We went to bed, knowing that like okay, we gotta be ready just in case.
That's messed up.
We go to sleep. I wake up to like the oldest guy in my tent who's like 15, 16 at the time. He's screaming, "Everyone get up, grab your shit, let's go." And something else I heard was a fucking siren going off in the distance. And
Well,
so I
yeah.
woke up. Yeah?
In those towns, sometimes like the fire brigade.
That's
like,
the thing.
yeah,
I didn't know. What
they-
was that? But I didn't know.
Yes.
Yeah, you thought it was
Yes.
a tsunami.
So I was like, I was 13. I didn't know. So I woke up. I was a fight or flight response. I was like, getting on my sleeping bag, putting on my shoes, getting ready to run. And then the adults come around and they're like, "Oh, guys, calm down, relax. It's the fire brigade alarm." And I'm like, "What the hell is that?" And then, so basically, for those who don't know, out in rural New Zealand, they have volunteer fire brigades. So when they're on call, they're just out wherever they are. And then there's a siren that goes off, like an air raid siren.
Yeah.
Sounds scary as fuck.
Very
and that
scary.
tells them to go to the fire or go to wherever. So I thought I was gonna die. When I heard that siren,
You thought it was game over.
Were you part of that road trip with like Matthew, all of us when we were at Tongariro? And then there was like that siren. Were you there? Or was that Mon road trip?
Whoa, that was like 2 years ago.
No, this was like maybe a year ago. Same situation. I was sleeping in the middle of the night. It was like what's that carrot town in New Zealand that's near Tongariro?
Cooney.
Yeah. Oh my god. Literally, Perry was sleeping next to me, and then I hear the siren. I'm like, "Yo, Perry, yo, dude, what the fuck is going on? We need to get the fuck out." And Perry's like, "Man, fuck off! I'm trying to sleep." And I was like, "Bro, there's a fucking siren going on." I come out. Brandon comes out of the fucking room. He's like, "What the fuck is that?" And then we were literally about to pack our shit, and then everyone in the room was like, "Yo, what the fuck's going on?" And then you have half the fucking road trip of boys. They're just like, "Man, shut the fuck up, we're trying to sleep." And then the other half are fearing for our lives because we thought like the volcano was like erupting. we
that's
did.
crazy.
What was this?
This was like at maybe like 2021, like end of year.
I don't think,
Yeah,
I don't think I was there.
2021 end of
Okay,
year.
I don't think I was there because I don't remember. I
I remember Yang Han, Brandon and I, we came out, we were just like, holy shit, we need to get the fuck out. It was the same siren. And we didn't realize that rural places in in New Zealand has
It
like
fucking sucks when that's how you find out what it is.
it's
after
all.
fearing
I
for it.
literally thought I was gonna die.
Yeah.
What the fuck was that?
Dude, I was like, Perry, and he's like, nah, just shut the fuck up, man. I was like,
Perry has no flower.
no one gives a shit. Oh my god.
No survival instincts.
Yeah, and also the funny thing is like that night it didn't rain at all.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, it didn't
what
rain.
for you guys?
Yeah. Like the night that it was supposed to like
It's
shit was
just
hit the
it's
fan.
like a drill. Like I don't understand.
No, like what
The sirens.
This
It was not for us. It was just for because it was in rural, right?
Yeah.
So it's for the fire brigade. Maybe there was a fire somewhere and they needed to go.
you know
That's
how they
it.
operate.
I don't know. No.
So they just like it's volunteer, right? So everyone's at home or wherever they are, and
Yeah.
then once the siren goes off, they all meet at the fire station or something like that. So
I
that's the only
literally
way of
shat
contact.
myself.
Yeah.
I literally shat
Because
myself.
it does sound like an air raid siren, so
It
it's
does.
so
It
scary.
sounded like World War II type
yeah,
shit.
yeah.
Yeah, it was-
That is so terrifying. What the heck?
Yeah, but I wonder what the tsunami alarm would be, or like an earthquake one, or like a volcano eruption, if that is like just the fire brigade.
Because I doubt like most people living in Auckland would never have heard that before in their life.
Yeah.
And if they heard it for the first time, they would just be like,
Didn't they
Yeah,
say
I
that
would
like
freak.
Rangitoto erupts like every 50 years or some shit?
50?
I thought it was just dormant.
Brother.
It was some. I mean, don't we have like 50 volcanoes in Auckland?
Yes, around Auckland.
There's like White Island.
So it's like, didn't they say like in our lifetime like one of them was gonna erupt? Some shit. I don't know.
Well, once in our lifetime, that's something
That's
to tick
that's
off
the end
the
of our
bucket
lifetime.
list.
We've lived
Oh,
through too
really?
many lifetime events. There was COVID.
COVID was crazy though.
What else was there?
Crazy. 9/11.
Okay, but that's not a fucking natural disaster, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's pretty big.
You can't say 9/11 was like a once in a lifetime thing. It could happen.
didn't even
It could happen
experience
next
it, 'cause
week.
we
It was a
born
canon
yet.
event.
Oh no, well, us two were born.
Yeah, but I did not. I was not conscient.
Yeah.
I was just a lump of flesh back then.
Not what?
1999?
Oh.
Did you say 9/11 was 1999?
I can't remember.
It was 2001, bro.
Jazmine, what the
I thought it was 2002.
2001.
Oh
So you weren't born
my!
yet.
I wasn't born yet.
I think
Oh, it's 2002. September.
September 11, 2001. bro.
2001.
I'll bet my life savings on this.
Oh my god, you guys are so out of touch.
$2
That's
million
crazy.
billion.
You guys don't know
Dude,
when
we're gonna pay out,
9/11
bro.
happened? That is fucking wild.
Exposing. I
Oh,
thought it was 2000 or what,
you thought it was 1999?
Or 2000.
Oh
That's
my,
both
that's
wrong.
both wrong.
Sorry.
Okay, anyways.
Sorry.
Wait, Jazmine.
Viewers, I swear to God that we're not dumb. It's just these two.
What year was World War One?
Oh,
gosh.
1945? Oh my gosh, sorry. No, not 1980. I don't know. I can't remember.
What year was
Was World War II 1945?
That's when it ended.
That's when it ended, but I can't remember
When did it start?
When did it start?
I can't remember. It was like
Ken, tell him.
1940.
I don't even remember when it started.
1939. 39.
Yeah.
So, okay, I knew when it
39
ended.
was the war in Europe. 37 was the war in the Pacific.
And World War One?
World War One, 1914 to 18. And do you know how it
And-
started? I'm just giving you a history lesson.
Assassination. Oh no, that's the.
Yes.
No, you're right.
Yes.
You're right. You're right.
Assassination of
The assassination.
Franz-
Franz Ferdinand
Yes.
of Austria by some
These
Serbian
are things that
guy.
I swear only us guys know. This is like
Yeah.
our Roman Empire thing.
True.
know what I
Yo,
mean?
let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. That's
what's
crazy.
the Roman Empire?
Roman Empire.
History's your Roman Empire?
Like when girls are like, "Oh, guys, think about the Roman Empire," which is true, by the
Do
way.
you actually?
We don't think about it every. Okay, I personally don't think about it every week.
When people said
But
that.
we definitely care a lot more
About
about
history.
all the shit that happened than you guys do.
I personally like history.
You don't even know when fucking 9/11 happened.
But we knew it happened, and we know what happened and stuff, and what caused it.
What
But we
happened?
just don't know the details.
What happened?
Well, 2 towers got bombed by some
Bombed?
planes.
Bombed?
Okay, not bombed.
How many,
but like-
how many planes were involved?
I can't remember. But we learned this.
And there was more than two.
Oh, that
There's
was
2 towers,
There was more than
There's
two
more than
planes.
two.
2 planes.
Yeah.
There was more than 2 planes.
I think it was 4, yes.
I thought it was 3.
It's either 4 or 4.
Actually, no, it was 4.
So you
It
guys
was
don't
4.
even know the
It
details.
was 4.
You liar.
Because
Hey,
one crashed in the south, one crashed in the
In the north,
the
one
north
crashed in the
one,
Pentagon,
and then one crashed in the
randomly.
fields. Yeah.
So they crashed, but they didn't bomb. But that had like
So
explosives.
No, it was just a passenger
so
plane.
the one that crashed in the fields was the one that the passengers tried to fight,
Yes.
and
yes,
so it crashed.
yes.
They just crashed in the fields in like a random place.
Yo,
And
if
then
any
one of them-
Americans are listening and we're butchering your history, we are very sorry.
Oh wait, sorry, but I'm pretty sure I'm right though. And then one crashed outside the Pentagon, but it damaged like one of the wings of the Pentagon.
Oh no, I heard that it damaged like the area of the Pentagon that had like these like top secret like files that they wanted to
I
get rid
wouldn't
of.
know. I don't know that part.
Conspiracy theory.
Conspiracy theory. We should have an episode on that.
That would be
'cause
so
I have a
interesting.
lot to
But I
say.
need to
Yes.
look into it first because.
Do you
I
guys
would
believe in
not-
aliens?
No.
I think they exist.
What about you, Mr. Jesse?
Jesse's
Alien?
fucking drunk
Alien?
as shit, bro.
Aliens. Aliens.
No? Yes? No?
Do you?
I do.
You know what aliens are?
No, I know. Oh, you know the stereotypical.
No, I was putting this in the.
Alright, let's we'll call this. Alright.
No. Don't cut this.
Yeah.
Jesse, let us know.
You know how like there's that stereotypical like what aliens look like. You know the
What, the
big
gray-
big eyes,
big
gray,
eyes,
big
yeah,
eyes. Like you know, is that what you think
I don't
aliens
know.
look like?
What the fuck? Well, I'm asking you. We're asking you if you believe
Ah.
that aliens exist.
And more, do you believe they visited Earth?
Huh.
What about you,
personally-
Margaret? Margaret, you look like you're bursting to say something.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not bursting to say anything, but like, obviously this is beyond us, right? Because planet Earth is like a dot, a speck of dust in the whole like universe. So like in my mind, there must be something else that exists, right? Because it's crazy that only one planet in the whole entire universe, within all the galaxies there are, in all the stars and nebulas and whatever, there's only one planet that has life, which is our planet. Insane to think about, right? Because every single star you see in the sky is like a galaxy or it's like a planet or whatever. It's just crazy. It's just massive. It's like beyond our mind, right? So possibly, but I don't think that they've contacted Earth or anything, and I'm not going to believe in it because it's so far away, light years away, that by the time we reach them, they're probably already gone or something like that.
What are you going to say,
Okay,
Jesse?
That was
gonna say,
close enough, I guess. Yeah.
I was gonna say if there were aliens, would you think the only reason why they haven't contacted us is because we're not like we're too dumb? We're not
Maybe.
we're not like they're so technologically like advanced to the point like they look at us, they're like, oh, they got like fucking
Possibly.
Million years to go.
or I mean well, like let's be real, if they wanted to like quote take over, right, they could have done it already.
What's the point of taking over us? Like quite
Resources?
literally.
Resources, yeah.
What resource would they need if they were so developed?
Water, carbon.
Are we
Jesse, do you-
for real, guys? Come on, it's aliens.
What if they don't need that stuff to survive? What if they don't need
Do you know what the Great Filter is? Have you heard
Yes.
of that theory?
Yeah. Yo, you know the Fermi paradox, bro?
Wait.
Yes.
Can you explain it? Well, I've heard of it, but I don't
So
know.
I think the TLDR is we're either behind or we've already gone past this great filter, where it's basically like think of it's a filter, right? So it's like either we've reached a point where we've gone past it in the sense that we've done something that every other biological being in the universe has not done, which is like space exploring or becoming a civilization for that fact. Like, you know how like, because like living beings, like if a living being is like a cell, like, you know, like either we've gone past that filter and we are like the one and only civilization / whatever the fuck you call us that has gone past this filter, or we're behind it and we're about to meet this filter and we're not going to be able to go past it, and that's how we become extinct. And that explains why we've never met aliens, because either we're behind this great filter and we're about to die along with the other civilizations that have also met this great filter and has not gone past this filter, or we're the only ones that have gone past this filter and like has survived, sort of thing. That's like one of the theories of why we've not met like aliens, basically. There's a very, very TLDR version So that's the thing. You just need to watch. Wait, did you watch Curse God?
Curse God.
Curse God is goated, bro.
Yeah.
What is it?
It's a YouTube channel. It's
like
like
a
really good
German-
animated like science videos.
Yeah, and it explains a lot of things. Yeah,
Do you guys know what the Fermi paradox is?
No.
I've definitely watched a video about it.
So the Fermi paradox is even though there's such a high probability of extraterrestrial life existing, there is zero evidence. So that's the paradox, right? The probability is so high, but the evidence is nil. And one of the theories that sort of explains this paradox is called the dark forest theory. Do you guys know what that is?
Nope.
So imagine this, right? Imagine you live in a dark forest at night. You're a hunter, and you don't know what's around you. You know that there's other hunters out there, possibly. You don't know if you're armed with like just like a knife, right? You don't know if they have a gun or a freaking lightsaber. You don't know what they have. You don't know what they're capable of, and you don't want to find out. So the best way for you to survive is to keep quiet, be hush hush, and just try stay secluded. And that could be a possible answer to why there's no contact with extraterrestrial life, is because they don't know what we're capable of, even though it's not much, to be honest. But they don't know what we're capable of. They don't want to find out because it's not worth the risk to them, maybe. And same with us.
Wow. That's crazy.
That is pretty crazy.
And that sounds very legit.
Yeah.
Very logical. Very.
But I still believe that there's aliens, though.
Oh man, I think so too. But
Yeah.
the universe is too big.
Dude, what did I say? Like, there's more stars in the universe. Oh, in our world, the galaxy, whatever the fuck's called. Then there's sand and on the Earth.
In the universe.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's more trees on Earth than stars in the Milky Way.
Yeah.
That's just the Milky Way. That's one.
Just the Milky Way.
Yeah,
like,
that's one-
constellation
yeah.
within a
We're not a
galaxy
constellation.
with another constellation.
We are. Our Milky Way is the galaxy.
Yeah.
We belong to a galaxy cluster
Yeah.
that
And there's like
orbits something.
a million
Well, that's-
other galaxies.
Like a nebula, right?
more
What's
than
it?
No,
like a
we're not
nebula,
part
right?
of a nebula, I don't think.
No, nebula is just the gas clouds that form.
Oh, yeah.
the
I don't
star.
know shit about those. I've been reading.
I'm
Do
a
you know
fucking nerd.
Veritasium?
What's that?
Veritasium?
Veritasium. Yeah.
Veritasium?
Derek Muller.
But he's, dude, you need to
I used
watch
to watch
his
his
videos.
videos all the time.
Yeah.
Not anymore though.
I literally watched this like video about imaginary numbers this morning.
I mean, is it educational?
Yeah. Like, you know all the quadratic formulas you learn in school? I'm not going to explain it now, but when you do it in school, you feel like it's the most useless shit in the world. But when you watch him explain it and how people explain it back in the 1500s,
He makes it sound cool.
you realize why it was so useful. You know what I mean? Because it's just like, you know, like the term completing the square? Did you guys ever take maths in high school? You guys have never heard completing the square. Am I the one that's out of place? You guys have heard completing the
I
square.
heard of it. I don't remember what it was.
You guys
but
don't remember completing the square?
I
In the quadratic
remember the
formula.
name kind of, but I don't remember what it is.
Like cubic formulas?
Oh, yes.
But like the last step is completing the square. You guys don't know?
No.
Actually, it's,
Oh shit. Alright, no wonder why. Oh shit. Never mind.
actually,
What?
Did you
That
guys need
sounds
to watch that video?
interesting.
Basically, like the way he explains how they because like formulas come from a place, right? And a lot of formulas, they're a construct of how reality works. So when he explains it in the video, he makes you instead of just writing down formula, it's very like you can visualize why this formula works, and therefore it's like it makes more sense to you rather than just spitting out and memorizing shit like we did in high school. Yeah, so that's my point.
do you think
But-
it interest
yeah.
you guys at all?
It is interesting to listen to.
But like, would you like watch a video like that?
I would. I think that's the guy versus the girl thing.
I would.
Yeah.
I definitely.
I feel like guys care a lot more about this shit.
Yeah.
Then
Or just like
girls do.
really random like trivia.
Yeah.
Yeah, like this is just interesting. Like, do you never think about why you guys do
Okay, I
these
have a
equations
question.
in high school?
Oh, I didn't.
No, you have to have. So what did you take? Did you do NCA? Mm-hmm. And NCA, did they teach quadratic formula in NCA?
I don't know.
Because we did Cambridge, right?
We
Yeah.
did Cambridge.
Yeah.
This
Anyway,
isn't calculus.
Okay, but
It is part of calculus, right?
yes.
Yeah.
I didn't take calculus.
Oh.
Oh,
right.
maybe that's why.
Maybe
yeah,
that's
Mr.
why.
Jesse was a Christian.
do you believe that that the multiverse, exists. Like
multiple dimensions,
Yeah.
like alternative
Yeah,
realities.
like you make a decision, and there's another universe where you made that other decision. Infinite, you know.
You say this because you love Marvel.
In theory.
I
Yeah,
say
I love
this
Marvel.
because I love watching Rick and Morty. And that is the
that's
only
true,
like
that's true.
time of existence where I will even think about multiverses.
yeah.
Otherwise, no.
See, this is the whole thing. I feel like people need to be more educated on the real shit.
Okay, but
Like these guys care about it because of fucking Rick and Morty and Marvel, bro.
Yeah.
And deja vu.
No,
Oh
little
my
bit. Okay,
God.
but I'm just asking. Like, do you think that's like a real thing, or is it just bullshit?
Like, I think
Possibly, yes.
in theory, if the universe is infinitely large, there is a planet out there where everyone is exactly the same as like this planet. Everything has happened exactly the same. There is a planet out
Yeah.
there, and the infinite. You don't know how big infinite is if you don't agree that they are doing the exact same thing we're doing right now in this moment. Except right now you're sitting here and I'm sitting there. You know what I mean?
That's so crazy.
That is pretty.
Infinitely, that has to happen. Like if it's infinite.
But isn't that like a thing where it's like if that all agrees with the equations and shit that we've proposed?
Maybe, I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some equation out there that can
Well,
teach me how to make money.
the theory of everything. That's like the thing.
Is that? Oh no, I've never
That's
read
The
that.
romance movie.
that's not.
Oh,
it's,
Everything
it's
Everywhere
not
All at
a
Once?
fucking romance movie.
Is this the one
The
with Michelle
theory of
Yeoh?
everything is not a romance movie. It's a movie, but it's not a romance movie.
Oh, you think of everything everywhere all at once?
the theory.
No, I was thinking about.
Oh
about
gosh,
time.
guys!
Sorry.
The Gen Zs are taking over. Oh my god!
Skibbity yeah.
No, the theory of everything is
You can
based
cut
on
that
Stephen
out.
Hawking's equation.
Isn't it crazy? He was on Jeffrey Epstein's island.
Yeah.
Doing what?
It's like beep beep, come here. Let me touch you. Beep beep.
Oh my god!
Like,
I regret. That is actually you.
they're like,
Well, you're an ableist. That is actually not
he's on
okay.
the list. I can make fun of anyone on the list all I want. Okay, I'm not on the
What's
list.
the list?
The Jeffrey Epstein list. If you're on the list, you're fair game.
Yeah, that's
I feel
Oh,
like,
bro, you know what's crazy? Right after the list came out, there was a cover up.
What?
Miami aliens. Did you guys see that?
Area 51?
No, just there was aliens in Miami, allegedly. Like a sighting.
I thought Area 51 was a cover up for Epstein.
Area 51, that's been a thing
death.
since the 70s.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it popped up.
Was it back in the news?
everything was just like where they tested everything that's like classified, basically.
I think there was just something going on when Epstein was killed in jail. Like there was something. Like,
Oh yeah, because
in
like
the news covering it
his
up.
cellmate was like not there, or like the guards were asleep. Cameras just happened to be like maintenance.
Obviously, obvious. It was so obvious.
Yeah.
You can't really rule that as
Why do you think?
suicide.
Why do you think they killed him?
To keep his mouth shut.
Exactly. To protect themselves. That means there's someone pulling strings, and at the bottom is Jeffrey Epstein.
Which is crazy because he pulled strings too. So he has
Yeah.
power. Technically, he had power
He's a billionaire.
until he didn't.
And everything-
I feel like no one's gonna understand what the fuck you guys are saying.
What?
I have a question. All right, so
This is current.
have you guys have you guys seen Interstellar? Yeah, right. Surely.
yes.
I've listened to all the
right.
music, but
So-
not watched it.
You've not watched
Interstellar? I haven't.
Bro, I love the music. I love
Apparently
Hans
it's the
Zimmer.
best movie of all time, according to some people.
Oh, I don't know if it's the best movie
I've
of all
seen
time.
this
But it's,
theory.
it's up there.
It's not like astronauts. or
I've seen
something,
this
right?
theory, right? Obviously, like
It's not about Ash.
That clock in the background.
no. Basically, I've seen this theory. It's like I want to get your thoughts on it. It's like, all right, you know how like time dilation, right? Yeah, it's like in the movie, basically, the main character goes to another planet, and then like 40 minutes for them is like fucking like 15
Oh, yeah,
Every
yeah.
single time the clock
for
ticked was a
someone
year.
his daughter at
Yes.
in honor.
Yeah. What's your
Right?
question?
Someone said that like, is that considered like time travel? Quote time travel.
Do you know why that's? Do you know why that
Do you know
works
the
like that?
theory of relativity, Jesse?
I mean, yeah, I know.
Did you know that if you start walking, you are aging slower than us who are just sitting down? That's the theory. And that's what Einstein's like thing.
The whole thing is like essentially, even if you drive a car, you're essentially time traveling
Yeah.
because you're going faster than what you perceive. If I was to drive away in a car, I perceive time in a different time rate than you do because you're sitting here doing nothing while I am going like at a faster rate to reach another destination. This is how.
They did this experiment on TV when I watched.
It's difficult to comprehend, I reckon. But
yeah. So, anyways, basically, when I was a kid, I saw this TV like science show, and they did this experiment where they had two atomic clocks. So they're very, very accurate. They synced it up like perfectly, and they put one back in England, and they put one on a plane, and they flew to New Zealand, which is opposite sides of the world. And when their plane landed, they checked the times, and they were like slightly off by like fractions of a fraction of a millisecond. So that means that the one that was on the plane, it was going slower than the one that was still.
What?
So the theory is like basically if you travel in a rocket ship and you go away from the Earth, right, at the speed of light, a rocket ship at the speed of light, you'll be aging just as you are on the ship. But to us, since we're like relatively moving away at the speed of light too, since you're going away, we'll be aging like way faster. By the time you come back, we'll be like 80 years old. You'll still be like same age.
The whole thing with Interstellar is like because you have 40 minutes on that water planet, where the fuck they were on, and for that 40 minutes to reach Earth is like how many years did you say it was from the?
It's like 50.
Yeah, it was something like that. But it takes like 50 years for the light that you see and on that planet to reach Earth.
Yeah.
So then it's like that's why you age 50 years more faster than like when you're not on it.
That's just crazy to me. When I
but it makes sense.
I was like, it makes sense.
It makes sense, and that's why you see
that's fucking crazy.
Supernovas happening like way
that's
after
just because
that's
it's
happened.
far away.
Yeah, it's far away. Yeah, so that the
That's
light
not
comes
really
in.
the theory of relativity.
It's not the same, but that's what I'm saying. Like light travel is like
Yes.
even though it's fast as fuck, it takes so long to come
Yeah,
here.
relative to the size of the universe, it's still really slow.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
I get that.
But have you also seen that theory?
So many
What
theories.
is it?
No, it's like you know how like it's pretty much understood that like in like a billion years, like when the sun dies, like everyone on Earth will die and stuff.
Yeah.
Do you think the people on Earth by that time will kind of like I don't know like
What's the theory?
Oh, basically, you think the people like is there a way?
Is this a theory or is this a question?
Are you saying that like for example the sun's already exploded and we're just suffering
and the people on Earth by that time have like
already died and lived a whole life? Yeah.
Well, the distance from the sun to Earth is around 7 minutes.
It's like the people on Earth by that time when the sun's about to fucking explode. Do you think they would have had like had a plan to?
I don't even
You
think.
said all that just as us whether the human
I think you stop drinking.
had a plan for when the sun explodes.
I don't even think we'll reach that point. I honestly think we'll become extinct way before that.
Yeah.
Do you know how long or how big a billion is compared to a million?
A million?
Do you know what's the difference between a billionaire and a millionaire?
By the way,
Massive difference.
cut out.
999 millionaires.
No, cut that out.
Keep that in.
Mr. Editor, cut that out.
Massive.
The difference between a billionaire and a millionaire is 999 millionaires. That's
so
crazy.
big. You can be a millionaire, but it's a whole different game if you're
There's
a
not
millionaire.
even like a you can't even. I don't think the human mind can comprehend that number like properly.
Yeah. Like a million is actually really not that much as well. Like a house is a million.
Yeah, but I don't think we can comprehend it. You can't visualize that number. You know, that's why people throw those words out so easily. But
bro,
you can't.
have you seen those videos like a millionaire yacht next to a billionaire yacht, or like a millionaire house next
I've
to
not
a
seen those
billionaire
videos.
house?
But is that crazy?
Yeah. It's like you think of a yacht, like you see in Auckland, and you're like, damn, that must be nice. And then it's like next to it is like a fucking giga.
It's like a fucking
Giga Chad.
like a cruise ship going by.
Like billionaire yacht Mog's meek little millionaire yacht.
Yeah, and that's why I also think there's a lot of people that are like way richer than who's on the top 10 richest people on Earth list right now.
Oh, yeah,
They're just
definitely.
not public,
Yeah.
which is insane, right? Like,
Ooh, I don't know.
there definitely is.
Yeah.
And
And
they
they're all
definitely
crooked.
keep
There
under
is.
wraps.
There is, but I think it's still the top. At least the top 5 list is pretty accurate. It's
You
very
never
hard
know.
to be that low.
Kylie Jenner?
Kylie Jenner is nowhere near
Well, I
top
mean, last
fighters.
time she was on Forbes, she was like, first billionaire, but I think the
Kylie
taxation
Jenner,
was wrong. So
no matter how rich you are as a celebrity, you will never beat the people that are businessmen. Businessmen are different. They're a
Yeah.
different fucking breed.
yeah.
But you're right that there probably are really, really rich people that are not publicized, but the super rich ones are, for sure.
For example, that Indian businessman who just got married and had Rihanna perform at his wedding. That's like how do you get Rihanna out of like hibernation to come
Money.
and perform at your wedding?
Money.
Yeah, tell me. Yeah,
Money.
exactly.
So good.
Exactly.
Like, so many
But
big people.
apparently, it was a strategy move. Apparently, it was a strategy move because he just acquired all of the Sephora, just the Sephora India stores. So that's why she did it. Out of goodwill.
It's crazy to think about how many people actually pull the strings, because the president does not pull the strings.
No, the people pull the president. Whoever's behind, there's people above him.
Yeah.
Have you heard of the deep state?
What, is it like Illuminati?
Nah, it's like some of the most powerful people are the members of like the CIA and stuff.
Yeah.
Because they're formed, like the CIA, they're formed to help, like to gather intelligence, right? Because intelligence is power.
Yep.
And
Knowledge is power.
They're formed, and I only recently saw this video, they're formed to help with the war. And then after the war, you got to do something with it. Because these guys are literally just intelligence workers, but they're not elected by the people. So this is like a direct combatant to democracy, basically. And it's like they hold more secrets and intelligence than the government does, basically. That's like the whole thing. That's what deep state is.
And even like the billionaires, they know everything
Yeah.
because they have access to it. Like they'll know when shit's about to go down. Like they probably knew about Ukraine and stuff right before it happened, and then they had the opportunity to move the money around so that they protect themselves.
This is getting too political.
Oh, wow.
It's scary,
I don't want
man.
the FBI showing up on my door tomorrow.
You have more information leaked out than you realize is the thing. It just depends on how much you give a shit. Because for me, I personally don't give too many shits.
Say it now before the
Because
FBI show up.
the whole dilemma with CIA and these intelligence groups is that you leak your information, that like your personal information is leaked for the safety of your nation, essentially. More information that they have, the better they can protect you, but you will have less privacy.
Protect us how?
That's what you don't know, because you don't know what they're like essentially protecting you from.
Do you think there's FBI in New Zealand?
There's
Oh,
definitely,
sure.
there's definitely a secret intelligence in New Zealand.
Definitely.
For
They're in
sure.
all corners of the world. There's
Yeah.
no way that they wouldn't be. There's no reason why they don't
But
want
they're
to.
the ones that prepare you for like war, prepare you for like, they're the ones that inform the government of what's going to come and protect you from the shit that's going to come so you can live a normal life. So you can argue that like your own personal information is, going out there, but it's like if you're not giving that information to them, some other nation will have people that give that information to them, and they're going to be one step ahead of our nation. And then it's just like a West versus East whole thing again, which is basically every fucking decade of our humanity, basically. Yeah.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
I didn't realize this was
Is
going to be...
this just an assumption, or is it like?
No, it's true.
No, it's a very
for sure
fair
true.
assumption if it is an assumption, because it is like it's crooked out there. Like,
Very
it's,
corrupt.
It's very naive to think that the government is like so.
Especially when things
Good.
are all online now. Like, again,
Meta?
you need to watch these videos, but
Yeah.
like, all it takes is for like one USB hard drive to be plugged into your computer. And in this case, it would be like the government's computer, and it would reveal everything. And that's why there are hackers there's two types of hackers, right? There's hackers that hack the government and they sell the information of the government and they make a shit ton of money. Or they are paid by the government to let them know how they hacked the government system.
Or protect the government system.
Yeah, so the government can reinforce however they hack the system. So that's like how they, like the hackers like make their money.
And like I think a lot of hackers who get caught, like the government will bargain, like you work
They
for
bargain.
me.
It is a bargain.
And I won't
when
put
you're
you in jail.
when you're at that level of like hacking, it's a bargain of like who pays you more. The people that,
Exactly.
in this case, if you're a US, it'll be like Russia. The people that pay, either Russia's going to pay you more or America's going to pay you more.
Yo, imagine going to a cybersecurity job interview and the first thing you say is, here's the flaws I found in your company.
Yeah.
If you don't hire me, I'm going to freaking sell
And
this.
I don't know if you guys realize,
That's kind of crazy.
but you guys can see this happening because I don't know if you guys have noticed, there's a lot more advertisements for you to learn cybersecurity than there ever has been. And UOA does this.
Yeah.
Auckland University does this. I see the ads all the time, like cybersecurity ads. Like you get a degree in cybersecurity.
Same.
It's
For what?
For AT as well.
Get a degree in cybersecurity.
For us to become hackers.
No, to learn
Yeah,
to
protect the
protect
data.
against hackers, or like not become hackers, but like understand what hackers do. And every company has that now. And there are insurance policies for cybersecurity now. And it's like you don't see that 10 years ago, like for sure.
That's true.
Yeah.
And if you notice,
They make good money.
I don't know if you guys have YouTube Premium. You guys probably don't. But you'll see ANZ, ASB, Westpac, they have ads. And they're like, oh, how do you identify hackers? And like shit like that. Scammers, yeah. They have that shit now. It's like it's like a legit problem. Like people think it's not very prominent, but it is.
Yeah, absolutely.
And you notice that as well, because like when you talk about, have you ever noticed when you talk about shit,
all the time.
yeah, and you get ads for them, like it's not a coincidence, you know?
Even like just like mainstream cookies.
Yeah.
Like and like all of that and how like, you know, they track your ads and stuff. That's pretty like that's mainstream as well.
Yeah.
And that's already saying, oh, we're kind of breaching your privacy. We're gonna tailor ads to you. And we're gonna track every single thing you do.
Yeah.
And we know as well. Like that in itself.
Nothing you do online is like
safe.
safe. No.
I have a question, and I want to know your guys' thoughts on it. Because the other day I was looking at people post their stocks online, right? How I was holding you in the car.
Yeah.
And then someone told me, they're like, oh, everyone's stock's going up. And I was like, oh, sorry. I was like, oh, everyone's stocks is going up. And I wonder why. And someone said, oh, it's because a war is coming. And I was like, that is very fascinating.
War's coming where though?
I don't know. Oh, probably to like the US or like not here because like
Because the
New
war,
Zealand.
if you're talking about the Israel versus, you know,
Not
Palestine.
that, but like World War III.
But that's the most prominent war right now, right?
Yeah.
And the Ukraine-Russia one.
Yes.
So those are the two biggest ones right now,
Uh-huh.
I would say. Unless I'm really out of touch with reality, which is possible.
No, at the moment, I'm pretty sure those are just
But,
what's going on.
Have you ever noticed, I'm sure you noticed this, but like in when did Ukraine, Russia, 2022?
2022.
Have you ever noticed that you heard a lot more about that than the Israel versus Palestine war?
Yeah,
That's not a coincidence.
definitely.
That's not a coincidence. It's because we
Definitely a
live
lot
in
of
a
stuff
Western
is hidden.
society, and the Israel and Palestine war does not benefit Western society.
Yeah.
If the more they talk about it.
It's also because the news runs on short-term cycles. They just want to catch the next big
Correct,
headline.
so-
Yeah.
But mainly it is because of the politics of it.
Maybe.
And that's
Yeah,
why
the
we heard a lot more about the Ukraine-Russia war than we did about... Like, what do you know about the recent Israel-Palestine war? Probably nothing.
There's so many other things going on in the world as well that is not highlighted
exactly.
at all in the media.
So you're only force-fed the shit that our government...
yes.
And a pact that they're in, which is US, all those Western countries want to hear about.
UN.
Because if you think
Yeah.
about it, how do you control the masses?
Yeah.
By the
you
media.
control what they see, what they hear.
Exactly.
By news. Yeah.
By news, media, movies, even entertainment.
Yes.
Because did you know that every movie that has a U.S. military stuff in it, they're all propaganda. They have to portray. Like if you look at Transformers, Top Gun, I watched it like recently. It's a freaking ad, bro.
That's crazy.
It's a freaking ad to join the military. Like the
You
first Top
love
Gun,
Top Gun, don't you?
Oh, no,
like
just
the OG Top Gun from the 80s. Like apparently when they showed it in theaters, they had like Navy recruiters outside. Because they were like,
That's
yeah, come join the
crazy.
Navy, be a pilot.
That is insane.
I mean, I personally, like, when I watch Top Gun, I'm like, wow.
Like, it's a good movie.
Yeah, like, that's so much
The second one or
fun.
the first
I
one?
want both.
It has to be a good movie to glorify like the military and all that.
They did it, and Top Gun Maverick, they did like
Oh,
wonderful.
Top Maverick was such a good movie though.
It was such a good movie.
Yeah, it
What
makes
I
me want
mean.
to fly a plane. And
What about Top Gun Maverick?
That's what we're talking about.
like,
Jesse's 5 light years
Jesse, I don't think
away.
you should have any more.
Really? No. I said what?
No,
about-
I actually stopped drinking. I actually stopped.
Okay.
But he literally just called Kim to go to his car and get some drinks.
Kid, come back. What's the biggest animal you guys think you can take in a 1v1?
All
These
right.
are fun little questions.
All right, Jazmine. I want you to go first because you
Oh,
The
and what's your
viewers.
strategy as well? What's your strategy? That's important.
look at Jazmine right now, the viewers, and just have a think about what she will think she can take down.
Hey, look into the camera. Tail of the tape.
Tell me, Jazmine, what do you think that you can take down as a human being versus an animal? Let's hear it.
A bear.
A bit.
A fucking bear.
I'm joking.
A fucking bear.
Okay, what's the strategy? Let's say you can take a bear. What's the strategy?
You know,
I
I
want to hear
saw a
it.
video and it was like how to defeat a bear in the wild.
She saw a
And
video.
apparently,
Okay,
you
what-
just pretend to be big and
Yeah,
not
you
scared.
assert your
You
dominance.
don't beat the
That's
bear.
not
You have to
beating the
kill the
bear.
bear. You have to kill.
I'm
You don't
putting you
scare
in
it
a
away.
fucking ring with the bear.
Do I have any
No.
other weapons?
No, you're
No.
straight hands.
So what's the biggest animal? Or what's an animal that you think you can take down? Like your limit.
Like a koala, maybe? I don't know.
Oh, come on, you do better than a koala.
You reckon? I think kangaroo.
Oh shit! Nah, see,
No way!
Maybe
You
like
would
a
get
wallaby.
honestly one shot KO by a kangaroo.
one shot KO.
Have you seen that?
I'll dodge it. I'll dodge
You'll dodge it. You'll dodge it.
His next
You'll
level
dodge it.
delusion.
Have I? Maybe like a dog?
I'll give you a dog.
I don't know about dog.
What about you, Marg? Biggest animal.
We don't know about a dog. What do you mean?
I'm not joking. I think I can beat a kangaroo. I'm
Okay, what's the strategy?
Controversial
Okay.
takes by Jesse Chen.
My strategy is
Actually, I don't know
right.
about a dog.
Okay,
Maybe like a rat.
you think about it. A kangaroo,
Yeah.
Right?
I'm thinking of a kangaroo.
right? You see those like buff
Yeah.
kangaroos.
Oh, you're talking about the buff ones too. Oh shit. Oh fuck. Okay, yeah. I didn't know you were going to mention the buff ones.
But I'm just saying, like, the buff kangaroos, they don't know like they know what's in front of them, but they don't know the surroundings.
They can just turn around, you know.
I mean,
You're telling me an animal that's been around for probably hundreds of years doesn't
Yeah.
know
Hundreds of thousands of years.
what the fuck they're looking around themselves.
No survival instincts.
Wait, do kangaroos have eyes on the side of their head or the front?
No, it's like a dog, like, right?
So, like, front?
that's what I'm saying.
No, it's like side.
If it's side,
I don't know if you
I
noticed
see-
this, but
I
you
see what
also only have eyes on the front of your head.
I mean, yeah.
No, but he's saying that if you sat on the side of a kangaroo, unless they turn around,
He
they
ain't
can't
seen
see.
me.
They fucking back kick you.
They're like,
Would you like to?
Wait, so you're saying
Demonstrate?
kangaroos can't see to the side?
No. That's
No, they
what Jesse is getting at. is what
I
I'm
don't know about you
helping
guys.
him get
I've
at.
seen a kangaroo go like this. You know what I mean? It's not fucking hard
Yeah.
for them to go like this. You know what I'm saying? What are you going to do? You're going to go around them? They're just going to be like this.
I'm scared.
No, but okay. Like what? Okay. And
Just,
there was-
have you seen a video of that fucking buff kangaroo?
Yes, I.
You're gonna take that down.
but what if it's not?
What are you
that?
going to do?
Okay, if it matters life and death, yes, I think I could.
Life and death.
Yeah. Fuck yeah.
He'll kick you in the face and you're gone.
Okay, Kim, what can you take? What animal can
Yeah.
you take? Tell
what
me.
do you mean you can do?
Maximum.
Kangaroo.
And I'm talking. This is hypothetical as well. A pitbull.
Pitbull? I think that's fair, yeah.
That's maximum.
Yeah.
And y'all are fucking tripping if you guys think
I said a rat.
a rat.
So you.
You know what?
No joking. I just stole Margaret's joke.
Wait, so you're honestly telling me that if you like focus everything you have, you cannot beat a kangaroo
Yes.
in a fight?
Yes.
They're so strong. I was just.
I mean, yeah, I know
Joking.
they're strong, but like,
You wouldn't even be able to beat a monkey.
Okay, maybe not a chimpanzee, but if it's like a snow monkey or like.
If it's like a skinny ass monkey, I'd throw up.
Orangutan.
That ain't a
King
monkey.
Kong gorilla.
That's an ape.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Those are
I'm
our
talking about a
cousins.
small like spider monkey.
Apes.
I
They're
mean,
our
you
cousins.
might be physically. You probably could beat a kangaroo,
You wouldn't
Yeah.
even be able to beat an
but
octopus.
but you wouldn't be able to get a hold of him before he kicks the shit out of
But
you.
if it's in a ring, there's no water.
Right.
Octopus, they are so
Octopus.
smart. They're like as smart as humans. 80%, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think they can beat you in a fight unless they like poison you.
They can strangle you.
With their
If you are in the ocean,
Have you seen how you kill
Okay,
a
but you're
squid?
in his domain.
You just karate chop
squid
a
is
squid.
different though.
Domain
No, but like,
expansion.
Oh, yeah, and then it turns white.
Huh?
And then it turns white.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but like an octopus, like you just twist its head and
Ew.
it's dead, right?
Nah.
If you're in the sea, you're
No,
not
I
gonna
didn't
win.
see it. Yeah, probably not.
Well, no shit. If you're versing the octopus on land, obviously he's fucking losing.
You're
He
losing.
can't even fucking crawl to you.
Are
Oh
you
my gosh,
more,
yes,
are you
please.
more afraid of
love
the space or ocean?
I can't even
That's a
comprehend
good
that.
question.
Ocean.
But you can't even
you
comprehend
seen
that because you've never been to space.
Yeah, that's true. I don't
Okay,
know.
yeah,
I'll only
that's
say
true.
ocean because
That's
I
true,
know what
that's
it's
I
like.
know that I'm never gonna go into space, so ocean.
Yeah.
Biggest
ocean.
fear, but yeah.
Biggest
Yeah.
fear.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's my fear.
Your
You know-
fear?
you know- you
Ocean.
know-
Bottom of the ocean floor.
No!
That's called thalassophobia.
Actually, I've had dreams about literally like floating in space, like just like no hope, just I'm floating in space
You're gonna be dead. No.
and I'm dying. And like I know I'm dying, but I'm just staring into space and
Do you think if you died in space, like just above the atmosphere, you would slip down into Earth and
no, I don't
No.
think that. No.
you would float? in
You
space?
would burn while you're flying down.
Yeah.
Are you in orbit or are you in free fall?
No, you would just burn in the atmosphere.
You'd be in orbit, right?
You kind of just like
Depends.
explode and like turn into like.
You would just
No,
slowly
that's
burn.
what I think.
You just burn. You just burn alive.
Right,
Yeah.
And be another shooting star in the sky.
Basically. Yeah.
That's what I'm terrified about.
You wouldn't even be noticeable
I-
actually
I-
compared to a
I-
shooting star.
I agree. Yeah. That's fucking terrifying.
It's not that terrifying
It's
compared
not. I
to
think it would
compared
be
to the
quite
ocean.
peaceful if you could see
okay,
the
yeah.
Earth.
The ocean's way
whilst you're
scarier.
dying. Yeah.
Because you don't even, because you can experience that open, deep, like ocean. You know?
What? Like ocean? Like on the beach?
That's not ocean, bro. That's a fucking beach.
Yeah. But like, when
If I plopped
Okay.
you down in the middle of the Pacific, it's not the same as me plopping you down at
I mean,
fucking
yeah.
Buchan's Beach.
Even
yeah.
even when you go snorkeling,
It's such a dick.
like
Yeah, I
if
am.
you look at a space of water, right, from like a hill, right, you're like, oh, it's tiny. The distance from this place to this place is
But
tiny.
it's fucking huge.
But when you're in the water and you're in that space, you are in a whole different world.
Yeah.
And everything is just further away, scarier, like currents.
Also, it's
riptides.
not your natural habitat. It's like we're
You
not
can't
meant to
breathe
be
underwater.
We're not meant to be in the water, bro. We're land
Exactly.
fucking mammals, bro.
Yeah. Have you guys ever like been cliff jumping? Cliff
Yeah.
jumping.
I would never do that.
Really?
It's fun. It's so fun.
I'm a pussy. Margaret
really?
said so.
I can
Wait,
tell.
Ken.
Yeah.
Speaking of humans being land mammals, do you know how humans used to hunt back in the day?
Primal instincts. Primal
We
instincts.
hunted in packs, no?
Humans are persistence hunters.
No. I thought the way that we hunted is because we outlast everyone else in cardiovascular.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's persistence hunting.
Yeah.
It's like
Because you know how
It's
like
like chasing
cheetahs
a
and
woman.
lions, they sprint, but they gas out fast. But we're long distance. We're very good at long distance.
the human body is
So
optimized for running.
Yeah, so
long
we
distance running.
chase them down
Really?
Yeah.
basically until they were tired, and then we fuck them
We
up.
chase them.
Yeah. Because we can long distance run better than any other animal, basically.
I'm sorry, but I'm not chasing down. a
Well, not
cheetah.
you,
Well, not
obviously.
you, because we're Gen Z adapted.
Bro, we're fucking.
But like cavemen, they chase them down until.
Oh, that's true.
Could you imagine if you woke up at 8 a.m.
You got nothing else better to do.
and then you saw
go
you
chase
saw a
a
lion
lion.
at 10, right? Realistically, you chase them down to like 4 or 5. You get the lion's tired as fuck. You fuck him up. You kill him, and you,
Yeah.
and you
and
drag
that's
him.
your food for the day.
That's your
Your
food.
food for your
Not even
family.
for the day. A lion can last you a couple of days, bro.
A lion.
A lion. Let's not say lion. Let's say like
a dare.
a deer. A deer can last you like a couple
Oh my
of days.
gosh, imagine outrunning a deer.
It's not outrunning. It's just
You're not
Well,
outrunning.
you are,
You're
right?
not. You're not outrunning.
You're catching it.
You're catching it because they get tired.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
the initial few hours they outrun you. You follow their trail because we're smart enough to be like that. You follow their trail until they're tired because they will get tired, and then you fuck them up.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh, I never knew this.
Yeah.
That's how we survived for thousands and thousands of years.
exactly.
So cavemen are real?
What do you? I'm done. Okay.
Maybe. But like, if you think about it, humans, we don't have body hair, right? And we sweat.
Yeah.
That's like the ideal running physique.
Correct. Yeah, we're long distance runners. We're not sprinters.
We had body hair and we sweat.
We don't have body hair.
We don't have-
relative to chimpanzees
Yeah.
and gorillas.
So we cool ourselves off faster than a
To
lion,
regulate
for
the body
example, who's
temperature
fully
that allows us to
Yeah.
run for ages and ages.
That's how we like literally survived and became dominant. And then we discovered, fire. And then fire helps us to digest the food that we cook faster.
And then there was
that,
agriculture.
And then that,
We
yeah.
don't have to hunt no more. We
Yeah.
can just be farmers, happy little farmers.
Crazy.
And then that's how civilization was born. Agriculture.
Is it?
Yeah.
And then you
agriculture.
have like iPad kids out here.
Exactly. Like, look how much we evolved. We have
See,
iPad
most
kids.
guys know this.
What
Most
do you mean?
most girls probably don't care about this shit.
I wouldn't generalize like
I
that.
don't want to generalize like
You
that.
should probably.
I don't, because I know
What
there are
should you
girls
say?
that
Jazmine's
definitely know
Actually,
this.
Actually, I know what you're saying. It is interesting and stuff. But I don't randomly just think about this stuff. Like, oh, back in the day, I was a caveman. I had to hunt a cheetah.
I think
Not you.
guys are,
Not
guys
me,
are
but
generally
someone.
more. I don't know why, but we're more curious about how we became who we are. Whereas, it's not a bad thing, by the way. I'm saying that girls are more focused about the
Life as
present
it
and
is.
how we can shape ourselves for the future.
Which
Which is
great.
fine, which is great,
fine,
which is
yeah,
great.
Yeah.
But knowing your past and knowing how you work is interesting to us.
I
It's
really,
interesting.
I really wonder why that is. That like guys generally are more interested in like things.
It's
and
a culture,
girls are
though.
more interested in people.
It's a culture, though. It's a cultural thing.
Or
Like,
genetic.
Would you say? I don't think genetics shape how you think, though. It's a cultural thing that
Like
shapes how you
from-
think.
I feel like
The very beginning. Straight
But like because you're told to be a protector as a man, and a provider, you're naturally curious about, for example, how things were done back in the past. Like how did guys provide back in the past, and then you lead down this rabbit hole of like how we were even advanced in the first place, and that's just how it is.
Yeah, I definitely
That's
think.
probably
yeah,
why.
that's great. That's
That's probably
interesting.
why, right?
Yeah.
That's just off the top of my head.
I
That's
definitely think it's
smart.
cultural because like there's definitely girls who are very intrigued by these stuff, and then guys
Yeah.
who don't give a shit at all. There's nothing wrong with that. There's different strokes for different folks, is what they say.
I know there's nothing. I think there's nothing wrong with that, but it's also like
There's a saying.
the people who don't give a shit.
This is no way of saying to each their own.
But the people that don't give a shit about it also like they like tweak me.
out of
A
touch.
little bit.
Right? It's like why are you so against knowing? Like they're just like, oh, it's in the past. Like who
And
gives
it's
a
like,
shit?
why don't you care? It's like, why?
They say like, oh, why do you give a shit? It's in the past, but it's like you learn from the past. You know? And a great example is COVID. Like you're gonna learn from COVID in 50 years' time, which is about what they say every pandemic happens every 50, 70 years. You're gonna know
There was
that
one
COVID
in,
happened, and then it's gonna be a good learning lesson for humanity, like how we dealt with it, and you probably hope that the next pandemic won't be as bad.
I heard that the Wimbledon tennis tournament, they bought pandemic insurance back in 2000 and like the early 2000s when there was like a SARS epidemic.
Yeah, SARS, exactly.
They
It's
bought
and COVID is
pandemic
part of SARS,
insurance,
right?
Mm.
Yeah,
and then they paid off, I guess.
and it's the same idea with how, like 9/11 completely changed how we build buildings. It's a great example of how we learn from history.
And
So,
And also
security.
Yeah.
airline security. Yep.
so, just for people that don't give a shit about history, like you should give a shit about history
I mean, I think
because
it's
that's how
interesting.
I
that's
think
how
it
we learn.
depends on what you do. If you're just like a bum, then like wouldn't change a thing. But if you're like
But it's
someone
like
who works.
history is a grand scheme of, for example, the way you work. If you make a mistake at work, you
You
learn
learn.
from it.
Yeah.
It's just a smaller perspective. But the whole learning history and knowing how to adapt to it is like a bigger perspective of what you do at work, for example.
Yeah. There was a karate master who when he died, he got asked to be buried with a white belt instead of a black belt, so that he was always remembered as a student rather than a master.
Student of the game.
That's a good mentality.
Yeah, absolutely. Never stop learning. If you want to be better in life, never stop learning.
Yeah.
Never have the ego to say,
You
I've learned
and
this.
you only learn from the people that have learned before,
Exactly.
which is part of history.
Or just learn from yourself.
So-
Because what they say, a smart
fuck
man learns from his mistakes and a wise man learns from the mistakes of others.
Yeah, I'm talking to
Are
you.
you saying
I am
that
not
we're
wise.
faking you because we didn't know some of the history things you said about some crazy conspiracy theories?
Wait, it wasn't conspiracy.
And just like history in general.
I don't know anything.
Wait, what was the question?
No, I said is he mad at us?
I'm just fucking
No.
with Jazmine. It's not true.
I think because when I was like 14, I was very into like conspiracies and stuff.
You know he's just fucking with you.
We should do an episode on conspiracy.
Okay.
Yeah.
I hate Jazmine. Okay. Cut that out. Okay, cut that out. We're done. Are we done?
You know, you literally cut off
Wait.
Henry when he said such a good line, and I was just distracted by you looking at her about, you know, your little tension that you have in between you two enemies to lovers.
Romantic tension.
Romantic.
Shut up.
Romantic.
Young lovers.
And that's a wrap. Thank you guys for tuning in to this first episode of In the Fields. My name is Henry.
My name is Jesse.
Ken.
Margaret.
Jazmine.
And we are...
In the field.
We'll see you guys next time.
See you guys next time. Like, comment, and subscribe.